So this is actually part of our ethos here, just actually to lower the pride so we can actually let go of things. But by lowering the pride, it's not sort of going to the point of thinking that one is awful or terrible or one is lower than other people, because sometimes that's almost like reverse pride, just the lack of self-esteem, thinking one is the worthless, the worst of the worst. And that's a big problem in our modern world, because sometimes the way we are always again put down and criticised, sometimes our ego gets so confused that sometimes we think we're actually hopeless. And that's not what I mean about letting go of things. It's like doesn't mean like letting go of all your physical possessions. So you live under the bridge, you keep your houses. That's not what I mean by letting go. Sometimes people are crazy that way. Ajahn Brahm says letting go. So they throw away their house, they throw away everything, and again they live in the park. That's not what letting go means. That's stupidity. That's letting go of your intelligence. But as well as that, sometimes people think letting go of pride means having nothing at all and thinking one is the worst of the worst, the lowest of the low. And that's not what it means either. It means not measuring yourself, not the highest, not the lowest, not even the middle. Just you don't measure yourself. When you don't measure yourself, it's so wonderful. When you don't compare yourself with other people, then you are not subject to other people's praise and blame as a cue, as an indication of where you stand. But that's the problem with many people in our world, which is so sensitive to what other people think of us, because that's the way we measure where we are in our society or in our office or in our family, and what our hierarchy is. And we get so sensitive just to the praise and blame, the accolades or the put-downs of others. This is actually what controls much of us in our life. We seek for other people's praise or measurement, to see where we are. When I say letting go of the self, it means we're not nowhere. We just aren't there, so we're eliminated. So it doesn't matter where we are in the scale of like intelligence or not intelligence. That old trick which I say about just how people are not wise or not accepting of, say, things like intelligence. When I ask people to put your hand up if you think you're above average intelligence. Now you won't put your hand up here because many of you have heard this trick before. But I'm sure that maybe about 70-80% of you, if you're not 90% of people in this room, all think they're above average intelligence. Only 50% of you are above average intelligence. That's what average intelligence means. But everyone thinks they're above average intelligence because that's just conceit and pride. So it's amazing just why do we want to be above average intelligence?